Podcasting, a powerful tool for coaches to reach new audiences, or a time consuming nightmare? Well, today we're diving into how AI might just revolutionize the way coaches create and share content.
Oh, that's an intriguing opener. Are we talking about some new technology here?
Exactly. We're exploring a fascinating new AI system that's designed to help coaches create studio quality podcast episodes without all the hassle of recording and editing. It's pretty mind blowing when you think about it.
Wow, that does sound impressive. But, how does it actually work? I mean, isn't the whole point of podcasting to hear the coach's actual voice?
That's a great question, and it's one I had too. So here's the deal. Coaches can input their ideas and content, and the AI system takes care of the rest. No need for a microphone, no tedious editing process. It just creates a polished, professional sounding episode. And get this, the AI voices sound incredibly natural. We're not talking about those robotic text to speech voices from the early 2000s.
Hmm, that's fascinating. But doesn't that take away some of the authenticity? I mean, part of what makes podcasts great is the natural flow of conversation.
You know, I wondered about that too. But apparently, the AI is sophisticated enough to maintain a conversational tone and even include elements like pauses, filler words, and natural speech patterns that make it sound more authentic. Plus, coaches still have full control over the content. The AI is just handling the production side of things.
I see. So it's not about replacing the coach's expertise or personality, but rather about making the technical side of podcasting more accessible.
Exactly. And here's where it gets really interesting. They shared a success story about a coach named Sarah who used this system. She went from having just 87 downloads to over 4,200. Can you imagine that kind of growth?
Whoa, that's a huge jump. From 87 to 4,200 downloads? That's like, let me do the math here. That's almost a 5,000% increase.
Right? And here's the kicker. She saved 15 hours a week in the process. Just think about what a coach could do with an extra 15 hours every week. That's time that could be spent on client sessions, developing new programs, or even just having a better work-life balance.
Oh man, that's significant. That's basically 2 full workdays freed up. I can see why this would be appealing to busy coaches. But I'm curious, how does this AI system actually work? Do coaches just type in their ideas and the AI does the rest?
Well, from what I understand, it's a pretty straightforward process. Coaches can input their content in various ways. They can type out their ideas, upload existing notes or outlines, or even record a rough audio file of themselves talking through their thoughts. The AI then takes that input and transforms it into a fully fledged podcast episode.
That's pretty impressive. So it's not just about saving time, but also about potentially increasing revenue and reach, right?
Absolutely. And you know what they say, time is money. For coaches, their time quite literally translates to income. So not only could this help them reach a wider audience, but it could also potentially increase their earning potential. Imagine being able to produce a podcast that attracts new clients without taking time away from your existing ones.
That's a great point. It's not just about saving time, it's about creating opportunities for growth. But I have to ask, what's the catch? There's always a catch, right?
Well, that's the interesting thing. They're actually offering a free sample episode for coaches to try out. No strings attached, apparently. It's a chance for coaches to experience the quality for themselves before making any commitment. And from what I understand, they're limiting the number of spots available for this offer.
Ah, the old scarcity tactic. But in this case, it makes sense. If the system is as good as they say it is, I can imagine it would be in high demand.
Exactly. And you know, this whole conversation has got me thinking about the broader implications of AI in content creation. It's not just podcasts. We're seeing AI being used in writing, video production, even music composition. It's really changing the game for creators of all kinds.
That's so true. It's both exciting and a little bit scary, isn't it? On one hand, these tools are making it possible for more people to share their ideas and expertise with the world. But on the other hand, there are concerns about the authenticity of AI generated content and what it might mean for human creativity.
Absolutely. It's a double edged sword. I think the key is to view AI as a tool that enhances human creativity rather than replaces it. In the case of this podcast, AI, it's not coming up with the content. That still comes from the coach's expertise and ideas. It's just making the production process more accessible.
That's a great way to look at it. It's about removing barriers and democratizing content creation. And for coaches who often have such valuable insights to share, anything that helps them reach a wider audience is potentially a good thing.
Exactly. And let's face it, in today's digital age, having a strong online presence is crucial for coaches. A podcast can be an incredible tool for building authority and connecting with potential clients. If this AI system can help more coaches leverage that opportunity, it could have a real positive impact on the industry as a whole.
I can see that. It's not just about individual success stories like Sarah's. It's about elevating the coaching industry and helping more people access valuable guidance and expertise.
You're absolutely right. And even for coaches who enjoy the podcast production process, this could be a valuable option to have in their toolkit. Maybe they use it for certain types of content or during particularly busy periods. It's all about having options and flexibility.
That's a great point. It doesn't have to be an all or nothing thing. Coaches could use the AI for some episodes and do traditional recordings for others.
Exactly. The possibilities are really exciting when you think about it. And for coaches who've been on the fence about starting a podcast because of the time commitment, this could be the push they need to finally take the plunge. It could open up a whole new world of opportunities for coaches to connect with their audience, share their message, and grow their businesses.
You're right. And in today's competitive market, having that edge could make all the difference. But I'm curious, do you think there might be any downsides to using AI for podcast production?
Hmm. That's a great question. I think one potential concern could be the loss of the personal touch. There's something special about hearing a coach's actual voice with all its quirks and imperfections. Some listeners might feel a stronger connection to that raw, authentic sound.
That's a valid point. There's definitely a charm to those slightly imperfect human sounding podcasts.
Absolutely. But on the flip side, if the alternative is no podcast at all because the coach doesn't have the time or resources to produce one, then the AI option starts to look pretty attractive. It's about weighing the trade offs and deciding what works best for each individual coach and their audience.
I see what you mean. It's not about replacing the human element entirely, but about making it possible for more voices to be heard.
Exactly. And who knows, as the technology continues to improve, we might reach a point where it's hard to tell the difference between an AI produced podcast and a traditionally recorded one. The key will be in how coaches use the tool. It's still up to them to infuse their personality and expertise into the content.
That's a good point. The AI is just a tool, it's how it's used that really matters. Do you think this kind of technology might eventually expand beyond podcasting?
Oh, absolutely. In fact, it's already happening. We're seeing AI being used in all sorts of content creation, from writing blog posts to creating video content. I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing AI assisted coaching sessions in the future, where AI helps coaches prepare materials or even provides real time suggestions during sessions.
Wow, that's mind boggling to think about. It really does seem like we're on the cusp of a major shift in how content is created and consumed.
Definitely. And for coaches, staying ahead of these technological trends could be crucial for success in the coming years. It's not just about adopting new tools, but about understanding how to use them effectively to enhance their services and reach more people.
That makes sense. It's about embracing innovation while still maintaining the core values and personal touch that make coaching so valuable.
Exactly. And thinking about all of this, I'm reminded of a quote by the futurist Alvin Toffler. The illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. I think that's especially relevant for coaches in this age of rapid technological change.
That's a powerful quote. It really emphasizes the importance of adaptability and continuous learning.
Absolutely. And I think that's what makes this AI podcast system so interesting. It's not just about making podcasting easier, it's about opening up new possibilities for coaches to learn, grow, and adapt their businesses to the digital age.
Well, this has been a fascinating discussion. As always, it's been great exploring this topic with you. Any final thoughts for our listeners?
I think the key takeaway here is that technology, when used thoughtfully, can be a powerful ally in helping professionals like coaches amplify their message and reach more people. It's not about replacing the human element, but enhancing it. And for any coaches out there listening who are intrigued by this AI podcast system, it sounds like now might be the time to check it out, especially with that free sample offer on the table.
Couldn't agree more. It's certainly an exciting time to be in the coaching industry.
Absolutely. And to all our listeners out there, whether you're a coach or just someone interested in the intersection of AI and content creation, we hope this conversation has given you some food for thought.